Welcome to part 3 of the Nightmare layout. We're going to get started today. Josh is drilling some holes for all of the feeder wires that are going to be going in underneath the third layer of the layout. Meanwhile, I'm starting to install track on the back side. Today we're going to cover a couple different methods to cut track, and I'm going to go ahead and show you the first one here, which is a 6-inch cutoff saw. I actually picked mine up from Harbor Freight, but you can get it on Amazon for pretty much the exact same price. Link is down below in the description. Believe it or not, those little links that you click down in the description actually help me out because it is an affiliate link. I do make a couple cents here or there. Not much, but it does help the bottom line, help me make these videos. So I am not monetized at the moment. Okay, so we're getting the track installed in the back. And you'll see my method is I just put a straight piece in that's roughly the right length, mark the top with a permanent marker, and then just go and cut it. Usually it's pretty much bang on as the right size. Every once in a while I'll have to go back and trim it just a little bit. No big deal. But again, the track installed here on the top. Josh is finalizing the sub-road bed on the side and getting the screws reinstalled, so we can go ahead and get the track installed there as well, and then I will go back through and nail that down here shortly. So you'll notice this is a bit of a tedious process. It takes some time. You got to make sure you're paying attention. Things are finalized the way they should be. So I'm going ahead and installing the last of the track here. I'm starting to nail some stuff down, and then I'll go ahead and trim the excess to make sure everything fits the way it's supposed to. Meanwhile, I think Josh went off to lunch or the bathroom. I don't quite remember, but you know, we'll just get things finalized the way they should be, and then I'm putting track pins in. Quick talk with Kayla. You'll see her a little more in the next video, and then we'll get everything nailed down. Here's the second method of cutting track. This is actually just a Dremel whip and a 2-inch cutoff wheel, which are significantly larger than the normal ones you use with a Dremel tool. They are specialized, but the nice thing about them is they allow you to make a perfectly vertical cut versus the small little ones that you normally get with the Dremel tool, which inevitably give you an angled cut that's less than perfect. You can also cut track with something called a Zona Saw. I like using one that's a 52 TPI, and that just happens to be a carryover from when I was actually doing Lego model railroading. But the nice thing about using that is if you do have a very small piece or something that's tight or something that's already installed, you can use that to cut track to size. Another tool which I just picked up and isn't shown in this video, but it's kind of cool, is Ridgid just came out with a little 3-inch cutoff saw. It basically uses like a little die grinder cutoff wheel, but the nice thing is you can use it on track that's already installed. So for example, here, the track that I'm installing right now, that little stub siding, when I got the layout installed in the client's home, the client asked me to make that particular track be able to turn off like the other sidings are. So I went back through and actually used that little die grinder tool to cut the middle rail to isolate it from the rest of the track, which allowed me to add an on-off switch to it pretty easily. So now I've got Josh, I'm setting him up in the back to rip down the flexible plywood I used to build all of my curved benchwork. I got a bit of a deal on the material, so I went ahead and had him take care of it while I was installing the rest of the track here. The deal with Josh is I was going to get all the track installed, and then he was going to go ahead and wire it all over the next couple days. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. As you can see, the next couple of videos are going to be on the switch panel construction. So I figured I'd share the ultimately very satisfying peel of the plexiglass. Thanks for watching.